This video is brought to you by Zarrakan Productions, an umbrella group composed of multiple shows and an archive of over 5,000 videos covering a wide variety of topics. Please go to zarrakan.com for a complete listing of video links, social media feeds, and opportunities to support our content. Thank you for your time, and may I present another Zarrakan production.
It is the 28th of May, 2022. Good evening, folks. I'm Johnny LaMonaco.
Hello, and I am Koi Kiori, the alien invader.
Folks, do not go anywhere. We have a major main event for you tonight. This is a match that could highlight any free preview on any wrestling show on the grid here, and we've got it for you right here tonight. There's no doubt about it here. Kasumi Hayata has had one storied career here in WPWF and elsewhere, going all the way back to the Team Doge days. Tonight, she gets her opportunity at the WPWF World Championship. That is right. Lady Death defends against Kasumi right here tonight. Koi, you gotta love that.
Oh, definitely. The Sim Breaker versus Death itself.
There are two things.
What could you ask for?
There are two things in life that are certainty. One of them is going to be in this ring here tonight, and the other one, well, we just dealt with last month on the 15th. But that's our main event for you here tonight. Lady Death to defend the WPWF World Championship against Kasumi Hayata right here tonight. The Sim Breaker and Death in action. I cannot wait for this match. In fact, I got a little ahead of myself. The last time I was here 2 weeks ago, I tried to have that match here tonight, or that particular night 2 weeks ago. Nonetheless, we've got it for you tonight. I cannot wait.
Definitely. Maybe you were just having a little precognition.
Well, anything is possible here. We've also got one hell of a barn burner of an opening contest here tonight. It is going to be Big Bad Mama T taking on the Northern Wildcat, Mazra Baxton. I understand she's been doing some interesting training as of late.
Yes, she has. And I also understand that she had a small problem with the Canadian authorities.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that. Tell us about it.
Oh, it seems that her new cat was found running out of town with a very large bag stuck in its fangs.
What was in the bag? Do I want to know?
They never caught the animal in question, so it's really hard to say.
So the cat evaded them.
Yes. No one's really sure where the cat has gone, but they're pretty sure that it'll return home eventually.
Well, time will tell. I understand that she has, she's Canadian herself, so she ought to be used to the weather up there. But I understand that she was training in some pretty extreme conditions.
Yes, she was. I'm pretty sure she was frozen to a nipply solid mass.
And that's saying something when you're from Canada, and if you figure you ought to be used to it. I mean, I spent a week in Canada myself about maybe 15 years ago, but that was Toronto, which really isn't a whole lot different than what we deal with here. But nonetheless, things are what they are. We are going to have that opening contest here tonight, Mama T and the Northern Wildcat, Mazra Baxton. We also have on tap for you this evening a battle between two former Siren Rising champions. It is going to be the Dragon Maiden of Dojima, Rita Kadoya, and the Luchador, Soledad. You got to like that one.
Oh, yes, but this is more than just a match. This is some bitch beatdown happening tonight.
A little tension between the two of them there.
Well, it would seem that Soledad thinks that Miss Kadoya, the Miss Yakuza, was either going to take up on the bounty or was responsible for the bounty that had been placed on Soledad while she was out on medical leave during her tenure as the Siren Rising champion.
Interesting. We're going to see these two hooking it up right here tonight Also on tap, it is going to be the Voodoo Queen, Carmelita Marcel, taking on the underdog from the underground, Kimberly Smith, right here tonight.
Now that should definitely be an interesting match. These two have met before, and it has been a give and take. There, once Carmelita won using, as some would call them, questionable tactics, and the other time Kim got the upper hand because Carmelita was distracted. So this will be an interesting bit of, who finally gets the upper hand.
This would be the rubber match between the two of them?
Most definitely.
All right. I'm all about that. We've got a situation here tonight where we are going to have tag team partners facing each other.
This makes really good sense on several levels. I mean, the title is not on the line, so it's not a title match.
And folks, we're talking about Shimmer here. We're talking about the Siren Rising champion, the fabulous Vanola, and her tag team partner, the queen of the triple threat, Natalie Sonnen.
Now, of course, they are tag team champions over at our sister federation, Fusion Pro Wrestling. They just recently won that title, and congratulations to them. But here at WPWF, our Austin Knight, our GM, is wanting to push this Siren to her limits. And what better way than with, of course, her own teammate. But there's one other little thing that maybe is also kind of on that back burner in this decision. Remember, Vanola got her win. She got her win, fair and square, but her chance at being that number one contendership was handed to her after they beat the crap out of yours truly by her teammate laying down on the mat and giving her that shot. So now I see this also as Austin basically saying, I want to see if you really should have been the contender. I want to see you.
You kind of have to wonder if that's been eating at Natalie a little bit after all this time. I mean, sometimes you do what you do for your friends, but sometimes you wonder if it's something you really should have done.
In this case with Natalie, I don't think so. I think it's more a case of she's been there, done that. She wanted to see her teammate excel, which is something you would expect in a tag team. Sure. In its own way, that's what I would expect of Hisatsu. They work against each other at times. They work for each other most of the time and always had each other's backs, whether you like it or not, or like how they do things. And I see this as this tag team trying to get that same bond and succeeding.
Well, you want to bring Hisatsu into the picture here. I don't see that situation as being over with by any stretch of the imagination. We are not done with Shimmer and Hisatsu. I guarantee you that.
Oh, I'm sure that they'll cross paths eventually.
And that brings us right back to our main event here. It is one for the ages. Tonight it is Lady Death to defend the WPWF Championship against Kasumi Hayata. That match will be right here tonight, and I literally cannot wait for it. Folks, we're just about maybe just a little bit longer than 15 minutes away from getting our show underway here tonight. We want to give you the opportunity to TP in all your friends, neighbors, family members, MC buddies, co-workers, side folks, whatever you want to call them. Don't sit them right next to each other. But do get them all in here because you do not want them to miss this fantastic main event for you that we are going to have for you right here tonight. We do want you to descript as much as you possibly can. Take off all the AOs, the HUDs, the tummy talkers, the defense HUDs, the screaming parts, anything of the sort. You don't need those in here. Trust me, you will not need those. The only animation that you will need is built right into the chair that we would love for you to plant your rear ends into. We got plenty of seating here. We would absolutely love to. Oh my goodness. Who did that? That's pretty funny. You
definitely won't be needing any of those.
No, definitely, because if I'm not getting any, nobody else will be either. I promise you that. Please do descript as much as you possibly can. It helps the performers out. I guarantee you, you'll get a much, much better show in return. You'll be able to see every move as it happens, every move the way it should happen. We want you to set your wind lights to midnight because that is the best way to see our beautiful underground arena here. I don't believe anybody is out there on a viewer these days that doesn't have the new EEP installed in it. Nobody's working on the old school wind lights anymore. I pretty much feel confident in saying that. So please do set that wind light to midnight and you'll be able to see everything the way it was meant to be seen. When you do start TPing folks in here, don't be right up against the barricade when you do that, because what's going to happen is your person that you're TPing in is going to end up on the wrong side of the barricade, and that's not where you want to be when we turn these sirens loose here in about 15 minutes. I guarantee you that.
Definitely. But if you are in a position where, say, you're holding a seat or whatever and you cannot get up from where you're at, your best bet, stand up, turn around so your butt faces the ring, then offer your teleport. This will place the person behind you, as in away from the ring, instead of in the barricade. Because if they show up in there, not only do the wrestlers have all the rights to pummel the crap out of them, but they usually end up my meal.
And you don't want that to happen.
I don't know. I've been told it's a lot of fun when I eat people, but that's a different story entirely.
Well, I'm not going to touch that. I see all kinds of people starting to file in here, and that is certainly something that we love to see. First off, Camera Kitty, we're always pleased to see Camera Kitty here.
Oh dear, it's Kyle.
Come on back here, Kyle. We could use you tonight. Taking a look around here, we've got TJ, we've got Aziza, we've got Rain, we've got baby Chrissy, who just had a birthday couple days ago. Happy belated birthday, baby Chrissy.
Yes, indeed. I hear she had quite the Pokemon party.
I don't doubt that one bit. Jock is in the house. VWE Hall of Famer, the Beard, Brackman Wilder here tonight. We have got Marcy Schaefer. Good to see her. We've got Kawhi Jordy. I think I said that right. Susie is here. Dahlia. We've got Amber, related to the legendary Kurt Bombastic here. We've got Sly. We have got, let me move around here, and Foxy Beth Ann. We've got the Emerald Goddess of Wrestling, who thinks we don't see her up there, but we certainly do. Karma Star in the house here tonight. Welcome, everybody. Kyle, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Johnny.
What do you have going on there?
Well, I was feeling just a little bit, I don't think I can
He's
say
just showing his true fawn nature.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Well, as I was just telling these people, we have got a main event here tonight that could headline any wrestling show on the grid. We've got Kasumi Hayata going up for the WPWF World Championship here tonight against Lady Death. That is going to be one hell of a match.
Yes, it will be. And I see another guest has walked in. Hello, Ryan.
Yeah, we love to get those people in here. We want to absolutely fill this place up here tonight. You do not want to miss a main event of this caliber. One person I'm still looking for, I haven't seen him yet. Mr. Drewski, is he here? Is he going to be here?
You know, I don't know if you're going to get to do your 90 seconds of bowling. Well, we do have a Benja.
I don't have 90 seconds of bowling tonight, but I've got 90 seconds of something that I think he would enjoy just as much. And it's sort of Japanese in nature. Who knows? Maybe you'll enjoy it.
Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you what, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and one of the things that I've really been watching a lot of lately, because it just fascinates me, I've been watching the Korean and Japanese street vendors and the things.
Yes,
the things that they cook up. Do you know what do you know what tamagoyaki is?
Tamagoyaki?
Yes, it's the Japanese omelet. What they do is they got these rectangular pans. They put the egg in there, they cook it up, fold it in half again, push it to the end, add some more egg in there, cook that up, fold the whole thing in half, fold it in half again, push it back, and they do this about maybe 5 or 6 times until what you've got at the very end is you got this great big slab of cooked egg. They cut it up into strips and put it on a stick, and they got different toppings for it, and you can just have at it. I would love to try this.
I've actually had a chance to try that.
You have?
Yes. As a matter of fact, in IRL, we have one of those pans in my kitchen.
Do you? So you can make this stuff?
Actually, I don't, but another person in my household does.
That's got to be delicious. That big old slab of cooked egg, you slice it up and have all those different things you can dip it in.
You can also make it into a form of sushi.
That you can do.
It is amazing to see what some cultures just manage to do with eggs.
Oh, the things that these street vendors come up with, that they are just insane. But I want all of them.
Speaking of Drew, my antenna are twitching, so that tells me that Mr. Hawksley may have arrived.
Oh, well, Mr. Hawksley is just 90 seconds too late. Because we are 9 minutes away from getting our fantastic WPWF Asylum underway here tonight, capped by that huge main event. Will be Lady Death defending the WPWF World Championship against Kasumi Hayata. I cannot wait to see that match. Lots of other great matches here on tap tonight, and we'll add Kyle to the mix here. We'll get his thoughts on these matches as well. Opening contest here tonight, Big Bad Mama T taking on the Northern Wildcat, Masra Baxton. How do you feel about that one, Kyle?
Oh, I've been following the interwebs on this one.
The interwebs on that one are kind of crazy.
Masra did some special training this week. She left her cat at home, though, so...
Well, I heard that cat got into some trouble, too.
I don't know. As far as I know, it's still out on whether that cat's in trouble or not.
Well, according to Canadian authorities, it ran off with a big bag.
Okay.
And we don't know what was in the big bag, because they haven't caught the cat yet.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm a little behind on the interwebs. But I do think Masra, I'm going to give this one to Masra tonight. As much as I like Big and Bad Mama T, I don't know. She's been training up in the Rockies. It's cold.
And Big Bad Mama T, she was in the hospital recently. I mean, she's been out for a few weeks now. You have to wonder what kind of shape he's in, how that will affect her in this match. I kind of agree with you. I think this is going to be Masra's night, but you never ever want to count Mama T out.
Oh, you definitely don't. But
if you want to set Mama T on fire, put some of that instant coffee in front of her.
This is true.
Well, that's all right. I'm going to agree with the two of you. I'm going to go with Masra. Of course, I will admit I am biased to Masra like I am with Reek or O'Hara. So, maybe not exactly for the same reasons, maybe so. Let's just leave it a mystery. But either way, I think that she will be doing an excellent job tonight.
That'll be our opening contest here. It'll be coming your way in just a few short moments. We've got a match tonight featuring two former WPWF Siren Rising champions. We've got the Dragon Maiden of Dojima, Rina Kadoya, taking on the Luchador Soledad. How do you pick a winner in that one?
Ooh.
Well, go ahead, Kyle.
I don't know. That one's a tough one.
Well, put it this way. If Luchador is at her high-flying best, she'll win it. If Rina Kadoya is at her, what's the word I'm looking for? Rina as of late has been full of attitude. And not shy about doing anything at all. If she is at her best, I mean, flip a coin on this one. It could literally go either way.
Well, the thing you also got to remember here is you've got Soledad, a recent Siren Rising champion. High flyer, hard-hitting, full of skill, and we know it. But she's going up against the person she took that belt from. the one who held it for the longest any siren has held it, over a year.
And there's something to be said for that too.
So, and you got a person who is used to being a Japanese strong style hard hitter, ground and pound, beat your ass, keep you on the get you on the floor and keep you there. So this is going to be a case of either the kitty is going to fly and get that top upper speed, or you're looking at some serious harm.
All right, moving on. Go ahead there, Kyle.
I was saying, no matter how this goes, you definitely know that both of these competitors are going to be out for blood tonight.
As well, for the contest that follows this one, it's going to be the Voodoo Queen, Carmelita Marcel, taking on the underdog from the underground, Kimberly Smith.
Ooh.
I got one of those hunches in my back pocket here, and I think Kimberly is going to take this one tonight.
Kimberly may take it, but I can definitely tell you for one thing, Carmelita is going to pull out all the stops.
Well, she may take it, but I guarantee that if she does, it'll cost her one way or another.
Definitely. If Kim is good in a all-out, honest scrap, if you keep it in by the books, she can win, no problem. But getting up against someone like Carmelita, who, like several others on our roster,
is not going to keep it by the books.
Oh, no. She has no qualms of using everything and anything from Voodoo Loa to outright just hitting you upside the head with a chair. So this will be an interesting match, to say the least.
I cannot wait to see that one as well. We have a match tonight. 2 tag team partners facing each other. Shimmer in action against each other. The Siren Rising champion, the fabulous Von Ola, facing her tag team partner, the queen of the triple threat, Natalie Sonnen here. And as an extra added impetus to this match, it has been said that our general manager wants to push the Siren Rising champion to her limit to see if, and that goes something to putting this match together as well. She wants to see if Von should have been in this spot in the first place.
Exactly. Was Von Ola meant to be the number one contender to go against Soledad? We saw that she had what it takes to take the championship because she is the current champion. But there are doubts. There are doubts about whether or not she should have ever had that opportunity. Should that have been Natalie's? Or should it have been Rena's? Although I doubt it in Rena's case because, well, she was too busy trying to push my face into that ring. So, hey, such as it is. But either way, yeah, this is going to be one hell of a match because unlike before, these two ladies who know each other's moves like the back of their hand are going to have to figure out what it's going to take to put one down.
Well, you mentioned the doubts. I would hope that one way or another, all of the doubts will be settled before tonight is over with. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tasteful Reverb, Drewski Hoxley in the house. Drewski, we did 90 seconds of cooking tonight.
Seconds of cooking? Oh, I missed 90 seconds of cooking?
We talked briefly about the Korean and Japanese street vendors and some of the things that they concoct.
Oh, goodness gracious. Now you're just making me hungry just thinking about it.
We talked about the Japanese omelet, tamagoyaki. Have you ever heard of it?
Tamagoyaki, yes. Even have their own special pan they use to make those egg omelets as well, too.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You end up with that big old slab of cooked egg. Slice it up, put it on a stick.
It's astounding.
All I can say is now I need to go hoof it to a store so I can surveinly their wares. And
you have to get the rectangular pan, and you have to use the wooden blocks to keep it all squared up.
Yeah, there's a special pan you got to use for that.
It's curved on one side, by the way.
Yes, it is.
True. Very true.
And I'll tell you what, the really high-tech ones, they've got the burner rack where you can put like 5 or 6 of them right next to each other and just work the line,
Right. I won't lie. The wife has been recently looking at those freaking those taiyaki pans where they're like in the shape of a fish and you want to put like the stuffing inside there. She really wants one of those.
Well, there you go.
Yes, I love those.
Worse for worse, you can save it for Christmas. Well, folks, we're just about ready here tonight. Do not forget that fabulous main event here tonight for the WPWF World Championship. Lady Death to defend against Kasumi Hayata. That's going to wrap it up for our pre-show tonight. If you are ready for tonight's show, make some noise and let him hear ya.